guys, I'm Andrew Lashovsky at Lyric Arts. This is Bob Zalazar. He is a Lyric Arts extraordinaire, volunteer, actor. What else have you done at Lyric Arts, Bob? This is definitely not your first show.
I'm also an employee of the theater.
Okay,
I work in
that's right.
in the box office.
Mm-hmm.
And I started out volunteering in 2010, and I've been hooked ever since.
Yeah.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I love it here.
Great.
Yeah.
And how are you liking putting the show, the Explorers Club, together? How's the process going?
It's been great. I'm used to playing characters that are different than myself, and
Yeah.
I really find that to be really challenging.
Yeah.
And it's been a few years since I've been on stage, so getting used to that again
Yeah.
has been really fun. Trying to find out the way that person thinks and to play with the character a little bit. The last couple of weeks we've all been off book, and it's been actually really exciting
Yeah.
to be able to play with that and find some different levels. So
Amazing.
I've enjoyed that actually, and then I get to grow this great beard. Too.
Yeah,
it's the first time for me actually. This is my first beard.
I was gonna say this is normally. I didn't grow my beard for the Explorers Club, but I now I can claim, I guess, too.
So this was part of the character.
Yeah, yeah. So you're playing Professor Cope,
Mhm.
and Professor Cope is a lover of snakes. What's the rest of his character's sort of story without giving too much away?
Well, Professor Snake's is a herpetologist.
Okay.
So that's something interesting that
Yeah.
I didn't actually know what that word meant until then.
Yeah.
I started the show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's see. He really loves snakes,
Yeah.
and he has a pet snake,
Yes.
which we won't talk about too much.
No.
But it is his one of his dearest friends, along with one of the other professors, who also has an animal on the show.
Yes.
And they're
Very
an
funny.
interesting level and addition to the variety of characters that form the Explorers Club.
Now, could you just give us a little quick explanation of what the Explorers Club is about? Because it's a regional premiere for Lyric Arts. It's a show that hasn't yet been done in the Twin Cities. It's a relatively new show. And just, 20-second quick synopsis of what the Explorers Club is.
Wow. This is
Well, it's a comedy. Let's
That's right.
start there.
It's a comedy.
It's a hilarious
It's
comedy.
a comedy, and it's set in Britain.
Okay.
So one of the fun parts is we all get to speak RP English, so British, which is really fun for me to do.
Yeah.
And everyone, we get to learn that accent and speak correctly. I hope I'm even doing this in the interview correctly. But what I found the show to be about, for me anyway, it's a group of men that have met for many years.
Yeah.
This is my understanding from the characters that we're playing. They've met for many years, and they all have degrees in different areas of science.
Right.
And the show starts out where they have to try to accept a new member
Okay.
to the club,
All right.
who happens to be of a different sex.
Oh.
And so that's
Poses
that's
a big
that's
problem,
a challenge, and the time period that it's in, and the fact that it's set in a bar. And they smoke cigars and drink and talk about manly things.
Not really a
This is
woman's
this
club
is
at the
not
time.
a woman's
This is
club.
very
yeah.
much a
and
man's
so
club.
That's really how it starts. And
Okay.
I think that's the pivot point where everything goes from there, and that's kind of where the humor is at.
Yes.
And I don't want to give away too much of
No.
the story.
No, that's fine.
But
that's
from there, actually, that's where it actually takes off.
Sure, sure.
And that's the best part.
All right. So, what maybe would you say is one of your favorite parts about putting together the Explorers Club? Aside from the accent, it sounds like that's something you're really enjoying.
Well, I'm loving to see. I like to see the set come together.
Yeah.
That's part of any show. It's a fun process.
Mhm.
I have enjoyed working with all the different people that I get to work with. Some of them I've worked with on stage before, and there's
Yeah.
a few new faces
Okay.
I've seen at other theaters,
Uh-huh.
and then some people I've worked with at other theaters.
Yeah.
So getting to be on stage with some people that I've actually observed as an audience member is kind of fun.
Yeah.
And so there's always an interesting dynamic there.
Okay.
I would say just watching everybody's character come to
Mhm.
life and seeing the different things, and that gives me ideas of stuff to play off of. That's been the most enjoyable part for me so far. I mean,
Yeah.
there's still so much more to come, and we're only a week away from
That's
opening.
right.
so.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
coming into Tech
Yeah.
Week next week.
Yeah.
And what's it been like to work with resident director Matt McNabb? Have you ever been in a show under Matt's direction
I
before?
have.
You have.
Been in one other show,
Okay.
Footloose, several
Okay.
years ago. I've known Matt for several years, and I actually have seen him on stage probably
Okay.
more than I've actually acted with him. What's nice about working with Matt is that he is an actor's director.
Okay.
So what I mean by that is, it's sometimes you get directors who have done directing
Mhm.
and they're literary, and that's great. And
Yeah.
they bring a different view to the performance. When
Okay.
you have someone who's a performer,
Yep.
they understand criticism, they understand how to direct people
Yeah.
and maybe how to get the best performance out
Okay.
of actors. And so I think Matt is a very, what's the word I'm thinking of? He's very open to
Yeah.
suggestion,
Okay.
but he's good at giving you, pointing you in the direction that he needs
Okay.
to make the show better. And so I actually appreciate it. Plus he's very detail oriented.
Yeah.
So he's watching the show and he knows exactly how to tweak it. And so I actually enjoy working with him. He's one of my favorite directors to work
Well,
with.
he's
so,
directed
yeah.
some really big hits at Lyric
Yeah.
Arts, notably Rent, Young Frankenstein, and Into the Woods. I'm sure that this is definitely going to become one of the hits of Lyric Arts, a fall show, season opener for our 20th anniversary. Bob, really nice to get
Yeah,
to talk
nice
to
to meet
you.
you. Thank
Thanks
you.
so much.
Yeah.